that I bet you didn't know, and these are very useful. I think you're going to start using these every single day. Before we jump into the video, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and also like this video. So this trick number 1, this is really useful if you travel. So did you know, not many people know this, but if you go to the Spotlight search and just put your flight number. So I'm just going to say, let's say my flight number is AA. Let me go back here, 1559, because I did a search. It's American Airlines. So click on this, and now you can see all the details about your flight. It's en route. Look at this, from Dallas to Chicago. The depart, arriving, duration, baggage claim, it's not available but once it is, you can see that. So you can see everything about the flight information. Also, when you open maps, you can see the information about the airports as well. Very, very handy tip if you like to, or if you travel a lot. So you can, the flight information, just put your flight number, and then you'll see everything about your flight. Number 2, now here is something that not many people know. So what a lot of people do is this, just start at the end of the day or whenever they have a minute, they start closing all these apps, right? And they think it's going to save them resources, maybe the lag, or maybe it's going to save the battery, but it's actually not true. You should not, if you have a bunch of apps open, it actually takes more memory and resources from iPhone to open the apps. I can actually show this to you. So let me, for example, right now, I do have, for example, let's say my Instagram is open. So if I go back and let's say I want to open Instagram, it's already open in the background, but if I want to open it, see, it quickly came up. But let's say if I kill Instagram, and now if I open it, see that screen, the extra screen, extra time? So it uses extra resources, so it doesn't really help with the saving of the battery or whatever. So you should definitely not close these. So that was tip number 2. Tip number 3. Now this is going to be super useful as well. If you go to your settings, not many people know, but go to privacy and security and then location services. So you should review this often, because a lot of time you have apps here who are using your location services without you knowing. So for example, for me, what I like to do is just keep the weather. Weather is the one that I have at always, right? Because I want weather updates. But most of the other apps, I use them either no location or only when I'm using the app. So you can also go inside here and then change the access. So always you should review your location services access and make sure no one is accessing your location, you know, without you knowing, obviously. All right, that was our tip number 3. Now tip number 4. A lot of people, when they use Safari and when they want to close the tab, if you have multiple tabs open, what they do is they click here, and now they either start pressing on the X, or they can just start swiping, right? But there's an easier and quicker way. If you press and hold here, and now you see right here, there's an option to close all tab. So you don't have to close your Safari tabs one by one. You can close them all at the same time. So very, very cool and handy, useful feature. All right, now number 5, I believe, the next one. Go to your settings, and now we're gonna go back inside the privacy and security and scroll down and look at the safety check. And inside safety check, you're gonna go to manage sharing access, and then it's gonna ask for your Face ID or password, which let's do that, hit continue. Now, this is what you need to review often, because these people, so for example, I've given access to photos and notes to some of these folks, and sometimes I may not want to give them access. Because some people might be my employees in the past and they're gone, and I forget to take the access away. That's not a good thing, right? So you can always preview this and then stop sharing the access. So always review the access you've given to other people, and then you can easily take the access away from those people. All right, tip number 6. So for the iOS 16, you can see the Safari, not the Safari, the Siri search here, right? That's the one we use to do the travel hack, or the first hack. But a lot of time you don't, people don't like it because you can still get the Safari search by just like swiping down on any screen. So you can turn it off. Very, very useful. So go to your settings, and then we're gonna go back to settings, and then you're gonna go to home. So let me find that. Home screen, there you go. And then when you turn this off, look at that. So now it's back to the normal view. Very, very handy feature, right? All right, tip number 7 now. So tip number 7 is, it's also a new feature in iOS 16, but it's the ability to display your battery percentage. You see right here, it says battery percentage 100. So you can display that number on the top of your screen. So go to your settings again, and then you wanna go to the battery, and then here's the battery percentage. So with off, you don't see it, but when you turn it on, you see the battery percentage on the top. Let me bring it closer to you right here, right? So go turn it on, because then you don't have to, you can see the battery percentage. And it used to be that it wasn't available for some iPhones, but now I think with the recent iOS 16.1, it's available to everyone that has this. Now, one other thing I'll quickly point out is a trick when you're using the lock screen on your iPhone. So you can launch the apps directly from your lock screens, right? And this is very, very useful. So this is my lock screen. You see right here, I can launch Instagram directly from my lock screen. And there's a special widget, top widget, that I am using in order to do this. By the way, I have a video with the detailed tutorial, how do you launch apps from here. So go watch that if you want to learn more about that. Now, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Before you go, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and also like this video. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.